It has been a crazy week with the Nintendo rumors, the Nintendo leaks, and if you haven't heard, Nate the Hate, a prominent Nintendo leaker who's gotten a lot of things right in the past, has dropped some big news about two big releases coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 this year. The first, which is a new Star Fox game, supposedly coming out this summer, and the second, the one I'm most excited for, is a remake or a remaster of none other than the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. So let's talk about it. A lot to unpack here, a lot to talk about, and just a lot to get excited about. So maybe let's start quickly with Star Fox. And I gotta say, Star Fox is one of those IPs, one of those series that has kind of fallen short of where it could be, right? It's had some good games, but it's kind of fallen off over the last decade plus. And I'm really glad to hear that they're coming with a new Star Fox, and I'm kind of feeling like they're gonna get this one right. I haven't played a Star Fox since Star Fox 64, and that game was amazing. That game was awesome. But after the 64, the N64, I kind of fell off from Nintendo until the Switch. So I never had a Nintendo console between the 64 and the Switch. So I missed everything in between there, including the Star Fox that was released, I believe, on the Wii U. So I never played that one, but I always heard mixed opinions that it wasn't that great. But maybe you can correct me in the comments if you played the Star Fox on the Wii U. Let me know how that one was. But just really glad to hear they're coming back. They're bringing Star Fox back. Supposedly, it's going to have great graphics. Kind of heard some rumors it's going to be on rails as well, like the old Star Fox 64. I don't know if that's confirmed, but that will be really interesting to see. Do they keep it on rails, sort of like a, classic Star Fox, let's say, or do they have it more open world, allow you to fly around and kind of go your own way, your own paths? I don't know. And I think a good Star Fox game, to be honest, could be done either way. So I'm open to see what they do, but I'm hoping they learn from the last Star Fox, improve, and give us the Star Fox, sequel we've always wanted since that N64 Star Fox, because that game was great. Multiple paths through the planets, a lot to explore, a lot of secrets, good boss fights, just a classic game. And now's the time for another classic Star Fox. So I'm really excited to see if that's going to come true, if that's going to drop this summer. And that will be a pre order for me without a doubt. And I gotta also say, like, to date on the Switch 2, I haven't really been that excited for any release. Like, Mario Kart, I was probably the most excited for, and I enjoyed it for a while, but I don't think it really lived up to the hype, at least the hype I built for myself. Donkey Kong Bonanza was cool. I wasn't that excited for it. I did pick it up and play it. And then Metroid Prime 4. As I said, I didn't have any Nintendo consoles between the 64 and the Switch, so I missed all the Metroid Primes. I did get the remaster on the Switch, but I still haven't even picked up Metroid Prime 4, so that should let you know I wasn't too excited about that, although I do hear it's a good game, but some people also said that one fell short, so I would say finally, like, I'm getting some games I'm really excited for on the Switch too. Star Fox, a new Star Fox, and the bigger one, to me at least, that I really want to talk about is the 64 Zelda 64 remake, Ocarina of Time. And this game was just a staple of my childhood, like so many of you, I'm sure. So to finally hear after years and years of rumors and speculation that we may actually be getting a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake this December or this Christmas, let's say Q4 sometime is what he's saying. I mean, that just gets me really excited. Those are two games that I will definitely pre-order, want to play on day one. But Ocarina of Time was really a game changer for me. The first, 3D Zelda, and the 64 was the first console that I ever got myself, was ever gifted. And, we had Super Nintendo, Genesis, but those were my older siblings. But the 64 was my first console. And man, I played a lot of Zelda, a lot of Ocarina of Time, and a lot of Majora's Mask. I remember even going through and getting all the masks in Majora's Mask. So I played these games to completion, but I don't think any, remaster or remake could really excite me more than Ocarina of Time. That's the one I've always wanted. I don't know if it's my favorite Zelda game. I'm always kind of in between Ocarina of Time and Link to the Past, with Breath of the Wild up there as well. But It's without a doubt right there, neck and neck, as my favorite Zelda game of all time. Just collecting the Skulltulas. So much to do in the game, so many secrets. Also got my old strategy guide here. Missing the back page completely, ripped off. But this thing has been flipped through many times. And man, I just really miss this game. I've played through it multiple times. I have gone back to it over the years, but to get something new and fresh in the Ocarina of Time world, I mean, it's just about time, right? How's it taken so long to bring this classic game back? And I'm so happy to hear Nintendo's doing it. But I'm really curious to see, what are they going to do with the art style? Where are they going to go with it? And I really hope that they keep it kind of darker, grittier, more close to how Ocarina of Time looked on the 64 as opposed to those kind of washed out watercolor styles of Breath of the Wild. So I think Nintendo definitely needs to get this one right. I'm really hoping they keep it kind of darker. If you've ever seen those Ocarina of Time remakes in the Unreal Engine, there's videos on YouTube of like 4K, 8K Zelda Ocarina of Time in Unreal. I want it to look like that. I want it to look, just grittier and closer to the original Ocarina of Time in the look, style, and feel of the game. And I would assume they're going to do that, but I also wanna see them add some new content, some new areas maybe, just more to do in the world, right? Expand upon it. Just make it feel more alive, bigger, bring it into the modern era basically, because this is a really old game and they really need to improve it. So I'm excited for that. Two big games coming to the Switch too. Finally, two games that really get me excited, make me, happier that I got the Switch 2 because I've been mostly playing Switch 1 games on it to date, to be honest. So glad to hear they're dropping two big games. On top of that, Nate the Hate also speculated or said that the next 3D Mario will be coming in 2027. So not going to talk too much about that, but we got a lot to look forward to. Nintendo's doing a lot, doing some fan service here. So Star Fox, Ocarina of Time, really hope they knock these two out of the park. They got to knock these two out of the park. You can't fall short with these two games. These have to be 10 out of 10 classics. So let's hope Nintendo gets it right. Again, Ocarina of Time, just one of my favorite games of all time. Finally, hopefully, getting the remake here. And I'm just excited to pick up the ocarina again, play some of those classic songs, and just explore Hyrule and Kakariko Village one more time. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about these rumors. Are you excited for Star Fox and Ocarina of Time remake? And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and have a good day.